Bright and early, got a half day because it's game day for us right here at Radio Row, and I'm kicking things off old school with somebody that's been a part of our Wounded Warriors game for many, many years. And yeah, you might see me here, but he's just sitting here right next to me, and I'm going to bring in my good buddy Chris Draft. Chris, former NFL linebacker.
Hey.
It's great to have you. I feel like you're in a different room, but we're trying to be safe here with COVID. But I'd say what brings you to town, but we know we got a big game tonight for the Wounded Warriors, BJ Ganem and Sierra Delta. But, we'll talk a little football later, but there's some more important topics I want to get to right away. And, why you're here, the reason you're here. It's something that's very special to me, but your story is so unique. It's tragic, yet it's beginning to have a really beautiful ending.
Yeah. So I'm here at the Radio Row and the Media Center Super Bowl, and since I've finished up playing, it's been a different visit to this center, and that is that when I finished up playing, my wife Keisha was diagnosed with lung cancer, December of 2010, and unfortunately passed away in December of 2011, December 27, 2011. Before she passed, we got married November 27, 2011, and we made two commitments on that day, one to each other and one to the lung cancer community. And that commitment to the lung cancer community, transitioned into this campaign of changing the face of lung cancer. And I say changing the face of lung cancer because when my wife was diagnosed, she was challenging me to do P90X and run a 10K race. Amazing shape, 37 years old. I mean, like, she's looking at me. I'm just getting done playing the NFL, and she's like, hey, we gonna do this workout. And that's who she was. I mean, again, no history of smoking. I mean, just this amazingly in shape person. So when she was diagnosed, we found out the most important fact that anyone can get lung cancer. And then unfortunately, too often it's diagnosed late stage. And so terrible, but at the same time, if we want to change it, if we want something that is different, we have to do something about it. And again, that's what was validated on our wedding. My wife recognized that this fight, that it was her, that it was about her moving forward, needed to change to being about other people. So on our wedding day, she unleashed me and her and our family and friends and our community, which is the NFL community, that's the NBA community, and these amazing people that are willing to stand and help raise awareness about that our survivors of lung cancer absolutely matter. So.
And you've touched a lot of lives in the last few years. I know you don't like to take credit for it, but with the organizations that you're with, raising awareness, raising money, raising funds, and you've people out there. Both of my adopted parents died from cancer, so it's very special for me. So please visit the whiteribbonproject.com. Go there, give. If you need support, there's all kinds of things there for you can just figure out what your hope is and figuring out other types of things. But Chris, I think the biggest problem right now for people is what? Why don't we have a cure?
So I think the key is about progress. I think we're here in being here in the media center, and this is football. This we're football is all about progress. So we hear the stories. They get a new head coach, and they're making steps towards getting to where they want to be. So with cancer, you have to see it in the same way. I was just up at the White House on Wednesday. Biden relaunched the cancer moonshot. And a lot of people are saying, is that going to change? Is that going to by itself solve cancer? Is Biden going to solve cancer? No, absolutely not. What the cancer moonshot is a challenge. It's a challenge to our communities, all the different cancer communities, to ask themselves, are we doing everything we can right now? Right now, with what we know, are we maxing that out? We've had tremendous innovation over the last 10 years, again, that I've really been in this space. I've been able to see so much. Lung cancer, as an example, they've had more drugs approved in the last 3 years. The National Lung Cancer Screening Trial was approved in 2011. So we went from not having a screening to having extremely effective drugs that are changing where lung cancer is. And then, so the numbers will change. They just don't change where everybody's cured right away. So I guess what to say is that we have been moving forward. That's why there are more survivors. We haven't stopped people from getting cancer, in certain ways, by getting people to stop smoking, HPV, vaccines, those types of things have reduced the amount of people, but people are going to still get cancer, but they are doing better.
And Chris, for you, I don't know if it's like having a Band-Aid every day. Your wife was so beautiful, such a loving, wonderful person, and you have those memories, but every day you rip at that Band-Aid because of what you're working for. So while you're working for good and people who normally deal with death get closure, every day you revisit that tragedy. And I know it's tough and I don't want to get choked up, but how do you deal with that yet go forward with doing so much good?
I mean, that's such a great question. And it's real. I had to decide right after my wife passed. We committed on our wedding day, November 27, 2011, and a month later she passed. And she wouldn't have wanted me to move forward in advocacy if my heart wasn't in, if I wasn't fully committed to getting that done. And so I had to be honest, right? Could I accept that anything I did or we did, nothing would bring my wife back? So I couldn't walk into a room like, I'm here at the Super Bowl and it's so big and so great. And why is my wife not here? She's not coming back. Number two, can I be happy for people that are doing well? So I said there's early detection from screening. There's new drugs, new treatment options. Can I be excited for somebody doing well? And then the other part is, am I willing to fight for it? Right? Because I can be excited, I can be okay that people are doing well, but am I willing to fight for it and say that it is unacceptable that if there are things that can transform somebody's life where they're living longer, living better, that if they don't get it, better watch out, the linebacker is coming to get you.
That's true. And speaking about a linebacker, an amazing linebacker, you were in the pros. I mean, are you always going to think of yourself as an Atlanta Falcon?
Well, you see, I'm wearing a Rams.
Yeah. I got the old one up
so
there.
You got the Falcons on there. I'm gonna tell you, to play in the league is to earn the right to play on each team. So I have love for every team I played on. I played on 7 teams, and I've told people while I was playing that every year the mascots stay the same. The uniforms can stay the same, colors stay the same, the stadiums can stay the same, but the teams change. So I am a Bear, I am a 49er, I am a Falcon, a Panther, a Ram, a Bill, a Redskin, or a Commander now. And really even more so, I am a fan and an NFL player. Right? Because what's the difference between me being on a different team? I mean, you talk about a coin flip of coaches, of personnel, and I could have easily been on a different team. And so I love this game. I love the game from the NFL game. I love the game as a football player. Love the game, and that's why it's amazing that we're going to have a chance to play in a game this afternoon together.
Yeah, tonight once again we've resurrected our Wounded Warrior Stars and Stripes game with Snoop's Special Stars tonight. Tickets still available. Come out. You can go online and find that. But you're coming out of retirement. My ripped shoulder. I'm going to do whatever I can do out there. I know. You like to give me a little grief about things, but
right? I mean, if people want to go online, I mean, you guys know Dave Stevens. You go and check him out. I mean, there's always some random type stuff out there, and you might be able to see him in some playing ball here in the States, and then down in Australia there are clips. They're out there. Him being a guy that's been around, those clips they slide out a little bit more often. He's going Wounded Warrior clips, those are clear, those are documentation that he is a baller. He scores touchdowns, he rips down flags. Some of the fastest guys you've ever seen in terms of former ball players out there in Wounded Warriors, they have gone down. Dave has taken them down, knocked them down. No cheap shots, no 15-yard penalties, but he just has those skills.
No, man, I love watching you play because you have fun out there, and I think that was both as a player in the NFL and in this. And I think what I take away, and I know what you take away, is what we do for these veterans and what we do, giving them a sense of normalcy or a sense of purpose or just a chance to be around Kurt Warner or Chris Draft or Snoop Dogg to feel like they're a part of society again.
I mean, these games are the true essence of football, and that's why you're going to just see me just so crazy excited about it, because once you take away the fact that somebody is not going to the league, it challenges you to ask yourself, well, why does it matter that we're playing this game? And so now you look at people that are out there that are, maybe don't have both legs, maybe don't have one leg, or with Snoop's Special Stars, maybe have some mental issues or those physical issues, and what and what has been proven, that through sports, through interaction, through teamwork, that our people can be better. and they can find a better version of themselves. And that's what football, that's the true essence of it, is allowing ourselves to, to push our limits and become a better form of us, not just going to the NFL, because if that was the case, it's just an injustice to the game. The game is bigger than the NFL.
Where can they hire you? I know you're a speaker. You're also a fundraiser. You're almost the mayor of Atlanta. So what's the best way for Chris to them to follow you social media wise, or to help the White Ribbon Project?
Awesome. So you can go to Chris Draft Family Foundation. You go to teamdraft.org. Also, that's the work that we're doing. The White Ribbon Project that was started by Pierre and Heidi Onda. It is exactly what we want in terms of that. The work of the Chris Draft Family Foundation, it is not about us, but really lifting and empowering our communities and our people to really lead the way. And so that's exactly what's happening with the White Ribbon Project. If you guys need me, Chris Draft, I'm not one of those ones that has the club name on Twitter. It is just Chris Draft at Chris Draft. It is Chris Draft at IG. And like I say, hey, I'm who I am.
And you're a great friend and a great person, and don't let anyone else tell you anything differently. I've heard some other guys talk bad about you, but we won't go there. But it's going to be great to reconnect. Jim McMahon, some other big names coming out tonight to see us run around again. If you have a chance and you're here and you can't get to a regular NFL event, come down and visit the Snoops All-Star Game. It's going to be great. I'll have fun. Chris will have fun. Before I leave, I'll put you on the spot because I'm sure you have been asked this many times.
Give it to me.
Prediction for the game.
And so I'm wearing a Rams Legends shirt on. So you absolutely know I'm from Southern California. Let's just keep this real. I grew up in Anaheim.
What Rams legend did you get that from?
Look at that. See that hate right there? You see that hate. See, that's the kind of thing. When you come out to the game tonight, you're going to see how there are plenty of people. And what I say, haters are going to hate just like that right there. I mean, we're real close. It seems like it because it's virtual that he's not right there. Well, I can't put hands on him. And I am a linebacker, so I could get loose real quick. But let me just tell you, I grew up in Anaheim, California. For people who don't know, that's where the Rams were. So I grew up, blue and gold is what I knew. That's what my high school was. I say, I am playing for the Rams. Next thing you know, they went to St. Louis. And I'm like, hold up, they're in St. Louis. And somehow I ended up playing for the Rams in St. Louis. They came back out here, and I can't be more excited. I am actually going to have a chance to give out a couple of what do they say, pairs of Super Bowl tickets with the Rams later on today, potentially with Rampage. So I have to tell you, I am going for the Rams. The Rams are going to win. But you know what? The real deal, it's going to be an amazing game. And because it's an amazing game and because we have these playoffs have been amazing, the season has been amazing, the NFL has won. And when the NFL wins, all our fans win. It's just been amazing.
Hey, are you guys up for a 56-year-old Make-A-Wish kid that wants to go to the Super Bowl?
I'm telling you, I have integrity. That integrity means I can't just put the Super Bowl tickets in my pocket and say, hey, I'm just here to love on you and say, hey, it's so great that you're a Rams fan. And they're like, well, where are the Super Bowl tickets? I don't know.
Go see the guy in the wheelchair.
Somebody. So that's not me. That's not me. I'm a guy that's going to follow through. There might be temptation. There might be like SoFi calling for you. And Dave Stevens is over there trying to get the tickets. But, again, I'm going to make sure it gets done this afternoon. I'm hitting the streets. I'm not going to say it because it's supposed to be a surprise. So I'm not going to even tell you. I'm going to be somewhere in Southern California. Somewhere.
That narrows it down.
With some Super Bowl tickets.
All right. We'll GPS you a little bit later then. Thank you for joining me, Chris. And again, that website is thewhiteribonproject.com. A wonderful man, a wonderful cause. Both of us have been touched by this affliction. It's a horrible, destructive disease that hopefully in our lifetime can be eliminated. If we can get rid of COVID, let's worry about this cancer, right?
It's moving, man. We're making progress. So that's what I want you guys to know. We are making progress, but as we're doing that, let you know that you are not alone, man. Reach out, White Ribbon Project, man. We got ribbons for you. We want you to know that you're not alone. You are fighting. They're not just for survivors. It's an inclusive community. If you're a caregiver, if you're someone that's lost somebody, if you're a doctor, medical oncologist, radiation oncologist, surgeon, primary care doc, pulmonologist, whoever you are, if you care about moving things forward, we got you. All right?
All right, Chris. Thanks a lot. Dave Stevens here at Radio Row. I'll see Chris a little bit later. Again, thank you guys for joining me. We're here all week right here on Radio Row. I'm going to take a break midday in the afternoon. We got Chris Long coming up at 11 o'clock. Marshall Falk joining us in 15 minutes or so that's not too bad. So stay with us right here on Ability Media. Dave Stevens Speaks and the Disability Channel. live from Radio Row. Continue to support us. We're doing some amazing things. Take care.
So